What's up there, haters and heathens of YouTube? It's Moila once again, bringing you a TDM on Interchange. This time, it's unfortunately, I do not win, and I will explain why. This is a new series. This is called How Bad Was My Team? I'm playing with randoms at this point. Not entirely certain at the level, but I am using sleight of hand, overkill, that's how I pulled out the scar, and steady aim. I'm using 3, 5, 7 as my kill streaks. Predator, attack helicopter, UAV. No hardline. Just trying to get Overkill Pro for more experience at this point. And I figured this would be a great map because I could switch between the submachine gun and the assault rifle pretty easily. And the SCAR has very little to no kick, so it was great to not have to worry about using... I was using focus instead of kick on this one. And you can tell because I'll get an achievement later. These two schmucks, no lying, were running together the entire time. I kept getting double kills from them. I think I get them like 3 or 4 times together at the same. And by the way, I have a couple of observation fails, and you'll see what I mean shortly, and a couple of the scenes. But no, really, this is just one of those things of like, Jesus, my team was bad. You know, I've died a bunch of times here and haven't helped, but at this point we only have a 1 kill lead, and we start to stretch it when I get my second chopper, and no, it's bad, and I think I only get a single here, but I start playing peekaboo with them running around in circles. This guy comes out of a corner, thank God. This guy and these two are doing the tango. This was one of the more entertaining gameplays I recorded. When I'm watching it here to do the commentary, I was like, man, how did I not kill both those guys? But regardless, but it is, let's see, I believe it's the 7th of January. I'm watching the Broncos and Steelers playoff game. Somehow Tim Tebow is winning, and he's just a lightning rod, you know, like it's weird. He's one of those guys that either you love him or you hate him. Like I'm not gonna lie, he beat my Jets, so I'm still a little pissed at him. But I can't entirely blame the Jets for that. This was a great shot right here. Nice little button tapping there instead of full-on auto. But I don't know, he's just one of those characters in football that's just a lightning rod. Like, you either love him or you hate him, and there's no real in between. Very few people are apathetic to the situation. They have an opinion. Very few people are just like whatever about it. He's not a terrible player. He's a good football player. He's just not a very good quarterback, in my opinion. I used to coach high school football right out of high school, and when I was in college, and I think I get predatored. I get predatored like 3 times in this match. It's one of the things I hate when I don't use blind eye. It's one of the reasons this prestige that I'm doing right now currently is why I've been wearing why I've been doing specialist package, man. I'm hating getting predator and choppers. I have no idea what I'm doing here, by the way. But yeah, I used to coach high school football. I was an offensive coordinator at my old high school, and it's weird. Like, I had players in football in high school, and I went to a private high school, so it's not like we recruited or anything like that. Like, we were just a bunch of little scrawny Hispanic kids playing football. This is, you know, I'm in Miami, so it's not like we had a bunch. Observation fail moment here. By the way, tell me what you guys think about the color saturation and the blending and so forth and so on. I've been tweaking it a little bit depending on the map. Before I was just using the standard brightness and contrast adjustment, but for this one I decided to change it up a little bit, get a little bit more brights and darker darks to add to the effect of the map, and I think it looks pretty good. I don't know, tell me what you guys think. Of course, comment, like the usual. No, I'm kidding. But tell me what you guys think. I'm still tweaking with it, still getting it right. Sony Vegas has a lot of different tweaks there, and here's another double. Those guys again. Actually, I think it's another 2 guys, but they're constantly running in pairs. And wow, fail. Here I am. By the way, that guy's name was really Santos Nutsack. But yeah, back to Tim Tebow and football, and I'm a Jets fan, so I was actually at the game in which we lost to the Dolphins. So I'm still a little. Thank you for the birthday gift, honey. It's a little early, but thank you for the gift for the tickets. I had a great time at the game. It would have been better had we won, but football died that day for me. I was in no mood. Double again. I was in no mood to deal with football, and I didn't even know that there were football games last night. All of a sudden, I turn on the TV. I'm like, wait a minute, who the hell's playing? I'm like, oh yeah, playoffs, that thing. But whatever. Tim Tebow's one of those characters that, like, he's a good football player. I don't know if he's going to be a outstanding football player in general, but people seem to really, like, either be attracted to him or be completely, like, pulled away from him. And that guy's just glitching all over the screen. But I'm enjoying the fact that I'm sick of Pittsburgh because they knocked us out last year, so I don't like Pittsburgh very much. I'm kind of glad if they lose. But I don't see Tim Tebow beating the New England Patriots at all. If he does, it's because their defense can't stop Tebow at all, and that would just be epic because I'm so sick of Tom Brady and their winning. They haven't won a playoff game. I think it's in 4 years since right before. And this, I don't know how I didn't kill the guy. Since right before they lost to the Giants in the Super Bowl of their perfect season, which, by the way, it was being in Miami. The Dolphins fans were so happy they lost, but I really could care less. I wanted Brady to lose. I didn't want him to have that notoriety because I'm a Jets fan, like I said. But at that same token, it would have been nice to see somebody shut those stupid Dolphins fans up. So I was very torn back then on that one. At this point, if you look at the gameplay, I've got a 7-kill lead. I make that 8. I don't know why I tried to get into this gunfight here. This is like, what the hell was I doing? But, it is what it is. At this point, we've got an 8-kill lead. And I think I get stupid here. Oh, there's another 8. We're back at 8. And Santa's Nutsack kind of goes off here. Beats us. We're coming to the end here soon. But, no. The football is one of those things that when your team is not in it, you kind of forget that it's going on. And in that case, I've kind of tuned out football for the rest of this season. But I'm gonna follow it, of course. It's the Super Bowl. It's football. Football is like a drug to me. It's almost like Modern Warfare is, to some of the people out there. But football is my drug, and I think I get predatored again. Yep, there it is. It's just trying to figure out if my observation fail. Trying to figure out here who I should root for this year. The Steelers are the perennial favorites, but in the same way, I'm kind of rooting for Tebow so he shuts up the detractors. And here, I don't know why I don't do anything. I just kind of sit here and fan my ass or something and scratch my balls. But I'm trying to figure out who I should root for, whether it be the Packers, because I did have Aaron Rodgers on my fantasy football team this year. Lord knows I appreciated that. Second best record in the league, losing in the semifinals of the playoffs. But here we lose by 1, 75-74. I go 36-11, and here's Santa's Nutsack getting the kill with his G36. I've played against him a bunch of times, just because of the matchmaking the way it is. I've got a guy 0-2, 0-3, 6-16, 9-19, and one other guy that does well. But there were 2 guys that actually left our game that were, I want to say at the time, 6-18 or something like that. They were bad. It was bad. But on that note, if you haven't already done so, go ahead and check out the last 2 commentaries or last 2 videos up there. The one on the left is me going 35-7 on Resistance and barely winning, which actually spawned this thing. And on the right is my first commentary ever on YouTube. Thanks a lot, guys, and go ahead, rate, subscribe, the whole deal. And I look forward to hearing from your comments. Thanks a lot, guys.